Hello again, and well, more AAA slop. Well, in this case, developers that are from the legacy, or should I say legacy developers, that, well, you knew those names, like Cliff Blasinski from Gears of War, David Jaffe from the original God of War, and Leslie Benzies from GTA, and many other examples of those developers that they were in the golden days, saying, fuck the current AAA industry, we are going to make our own. And surely we come to the realization that what they were trying to achieve, yeah, they just ruined their reputations. We saw with Cliff Bleszinski with that Battle Royale, then we have seen David Jaffe, which is nonsensical rants when someone actually pointed out that current God of War is is pussified compared to the OG one. Yeah, God of War ended in the PS3 era. All the games that got ported to that console within the PS2 and PSP, yeah, the PS3 have the the real story of Kratos, and that should be ended there. So that's one thing. But what about Leslie Benzies? I remember that guy when he left Rockstar because he got in fight within the Hauser brothers because they were stealing his money within the company and he went to sue them. And the next thing I knew shortly after that was 2015, is he was making a game. And then, well, people got to eye that within MindsEye. I showed it with that video within the along with the Summerfest how they released that the African stealing stuff. The jokes writing themselves, but well, continuing with this legacy. Well, excuse me, I'm at my tongue here. Legacy developer. Mind's Eye is what he was developing, and just like Paranoid posted here, just released and it's not looking good. So, for example, within a screenshot on Steam, only 2,580 players in game. Then, Shirako, 10 minutes into MindsEye, so this guy is playing in a Sensor Station 5. Something went wrong with this game or app. Then the next one. VSR4 doesn't work in MindSide even though it's supposed to have day one support. And this one. MindSide new tweet for accuracy. The MindSide seemingly sent no review copies and Metacritic allegedly doesn't allow users to review for 24 hours. Xbox user score is from fans who pre-ordered and have not played the game yet. So this one along with this other screenshot. Negative 70% of 70 all time. So fuck. And then I saw some screenshots. Yeah, the game is just flat out broken. And even among the people commenting on this, MindSide, two executives leave the game developer days before the launch of the game. It's so predictable nowadays. Oh yeah, we want to leave this. Oh, the investors are pulling out their stock here. Oh yeah, it crashed. Every single goddamn time. So, for example, this one, and I literally never heard of this game. Was this supposed to be some big release? Let's see what people said to it. Marketed as GTA killer by some quote-unquote journalists. Well, game journalists, how could you trust them? But anyway. And the devs themselves, head of the studio was previously working at Rockstar but got laid off and kept a grudge at Rockstar executives, if I recall it properly. Yeah, like I said, Yeah, he holded a huge grudge because if I remember that guy's name attached of all of the GTA games I have from the PS2 era, the PSP versions. I have the trilogy on the PSP. I have the trilogy on the PS2. I have GTA 4. I have the Battle for Game Tony and Lost of Dan in physical edition. It's called Episodes of Liberty City. And what was the last game he was there? GTA 5. So yeah, what happened? Well, could be many things that we are not going to know, but we can deduct from this, like management fucking it up. Mm, what else? Not properly paid developers or unskilled developers with tight deadlines. But well, MindsEye was developed for quite a while. Could be even some money investment. Well, time later we're going to know the details of what went wrong more exactly. But also, like I said, they also showed the DEI design of characters, so it was already a bad sign. But nobody expected that it was this bad. It's pretty badly. So there you have it. Even among all the comments, let's see. I can't believe this group of winners made a horrible game with a catastrophic action. Shocked truly. Yeah, the jokes keep writing themselves. So, what lesson can we learn from this? The only legacy developer that I saw delivering was this guy, the creator of Castlevania. When he left Konami, well, we saw what he did with Bloodstain. Even if it was like this retro game, the Curse of the Moon 1 and 2, I enjoyed those games. They were pretty good. And I really enjoyed that with Bloodstain 2, I could play with my friend. From time to time, we joined together to play some games together. And we tried that, and it was actually decent. At least my experience was decent. And Bloodstain, what Symphony, Symphony of the Night, Ritual of the Night. Yeah, I know you. He did it because yeah, he was saying yeah, this game is for the ones that they were expecting another Symphony of the Night, and it couldn't be delivered from my original creation. And he delivered. Ritual of the Night is pretty well acclaimed and sold decently well, and that guy still has his reputation intact. Well, even for all the crap that I gave to here the Kamiya, yeah, the Kamiya that did the original Devil May Cry, he did Bayonetta until he fucked up with the tier 1, along with attaching his name to other slop, and, well, going back where he started at Capcom. Other than that, most of the developers that at least many people grew up with and heard from them, the alternatives they were trying to create, here we are, not working, failing, and collapsing. So even among the price, there was a lot of variations. Even this shit is not good. $60 in the US, £55 on the UK, 60 euros in Italy. Well, among Brazil, 21 euros. New Zealand, I think, is 42.5 euros. And Japan is with 33.22 euros. Or I read this wrong, it's just pounds. Yeah, I think it's pounds. Yeah, I screwed up there. There is no trust anymore with these AAA developers. Absolutely none. They need to show consistency, but looks like this guy didn't do that, and we are seeing the end result of it. But anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and please take care.